and gentlemen.
Oh,
Live to the internet.
hello.
Live on X, live on YouTube, live on Facebook.
Everywhere.
Yeah, live on Twitch, and hopefully we might be able to be live on Instagram, although that has sort of gone a bit live. That's gone a bit crazy. Hang on. Give me 1 second. Hang on. Live, baby. We're going to try and go live on Instagram. We're going to try and go live on Instagram. Just give me 1 second. Public. Yes. I have no idea.
Unfortunately, I just have to watch Jason. He's the tech whiz. I just have to sit here and try and look like the attractive one.
No, you're definitely the attractive one. We're going to introduce you in a minute so everyone knows who you are.
Yeah.
I can see Dust Gamer Man is in chat. I'm not sure what's working though. Twitch is definitely working because Dust Gamer Man is there. Roll VT. Oh wait, so he's there. I'm slightly concerned. Multi-stream. Let's have a look. I'm not sure. You see the problem I've got.
Yeah.
Twitch is working. Is that I'm not able to check all the different streams. We've got so many streams running, Mark. It's impossible. Okay, wait. We've got YouTube. Lloyd Naylor is in the house.
All right. Hello, everyone on YouTube.
You can just sit quietly, Mark. You don't have to keep saying hello to everyone. I'm going to introduce you in a minute.
I'm a friendly guy. I just want to say hello to everyone. What can I say? I'm excited.
Right, you just stay there, brother. I'm just trying to, because I'm trying to get the technical parameters right. We've got working on Twitch. Background is a little high. Thank you so much. Right, I'll sort that out, brother. So our funky 80s inspired synth background music was a little bit high, I believe, but that's all right. We're more enthusiastic than we are technically proficient. Okay, Dust Game Man, Ray Daily Writer, Giles, Lord Naylor on YouTube. Looks like X might not be working. What do you think? Is X working? I'm not sure if it's working now. It's very, very difficult to know exactly what's going on. Oh, X is working. Force Ghost is there. Right. That's great. I just don't think I don't think Instagram is. That's the problem.
Right. Okay.
Instagram is not working. What a sound. What a shame. Ray, are you going to check? Ray Daily Writer Mark is going to check Instagram. You stay there, Mark. We'll introduce you.
I won't go anywhere.
I'll introduce you in a minute. It's just I want to make sure everyone's there.
Into all my check here, I can't go anywhere.
If I start introducing you too soon, then there'll be no one to watch you. Just bear with me. Steve,
yeah.
Max is working. Keith Lewis is working. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Okay, cool. Danko is there. X is fine. What about? I just don't know what's going on with. I don't know what's going on, folks, with Instagram Live. It just won't work, and I can't work it out. I wonder if I've managed somehow to do it without turning it on. What a shame, because I really want Instagram to take part, but I just can't do it. Hold for a sec. Checking Insta. Thank you, Ray.
Yeah. I saw your post go up, but I didn't see anything for like the actual feed.
No, it's cool. It's absolutely cool. Don't worry. It's not working. I know it's not working.
Yeah. See, I'm at a schoolboy error. I haven't got a drink with me. Yeah, I messed up. For the next hour, I'm going to feel it.
Dry. That's fine. Screw Instagram. Screw Instagram, says Steve-O. Right.
Yeah, they're missing out.
Well, look, this is the way it goes. What we'll do is, I'll have to work out. I think it might be something to do with the way that the stream keys work. And I didn't manage to grab the stream key. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the amazing cornucopia of 80s and 90s and sort of very early noughties pop culture that is Wave the Exploding Show. What do you think to the title? Wave the Exploding Show with me, Jason Bradbury, wearing Marty McFly's automatic jacket, which is not that
Back to the
automatic.
Future Part 2, isn't it?
And I did tell you to stop talking, but you've just talked over your own introduction. Ladies and gentlemen,
I know.
the amazing Mr. Mark Felgate. Give it up for Mark Felgate, ladies and gentlemen. So Mark Felgate is an old friend of mine, a really good friend of mine. Mark is a professional comedian and writer, and he's actually the other half of the FUAI movie project, which some of you that watched my previous show with the Amazing Twister Bites will know all about. But for those of you that are new, joining on other platforms like X and YouTube and Facebook, might not be aware. We've written a movie, me and Mark, and we're going into the phase now, post-Christmas, where we're actually going to start to put together a Kickstarter funding project. And so we thought we'd start a new show and we'd make FUAI a regular part of it. So we're going to do a sort of diary, aren't we, Mark, each week?
Yeah, that's it. And so you can see how things are going or not going, as the case may be, with the film. Yeah. And it's genuinely exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really exciting.
Genuinely exciting.
So Mark is a professional comedian. So I don't know why you're sort of like you're acting a little bit like you're at tea with your girlfriend's mom and dad, Mark.
I don't know. I'm just trying to be relaxed.
You don't have to be all like posh and a bit nervous because John UK's in there, Stephen's in there, Thorskos Marty's in with us, Dos Gamer Man. They're all like my mates. So you can.
Of course, it's just like I can say whatever I like within reason.
Yeah. No, you can actually say anything you want, whatever comes to mind. It doesn't matter. There are no filters in here.
Yeah.
Having said that, maybe I've just opened a can of worms. I've no idea. Dave Bruce 93 is in the house from X. Stephen N. York TerraVision. Good to see you again. What does FUAI stand for? Says York TerraVision. Mark, maybe you can answer that question, my friend.
All right. Well, shall I just give a synopsis of what the film is?
Yeah, I'll turn the music. What we'll do, we'll give you some new music. Hang on, we'll give you some new music as a sort of backer, and then tell me in chat while he's chatting if the level's right. Okay, Mark, tell us all about FUAI. Right.
Just to say, I can't hear any of the music or anything like that, so I'm just feeling it as I go along. But yeah, FUAI is about the rollout of a brand new AI. When that gets rolled out, things start to go haywire. It goes wrong. The world descends into chaos. And amid all this craziness, a geeky band of gamers led by our hero Smith, at the time they're attending their beloved annual retro gaming convention and using retro technology and their technological know-how, they manage to save the day, defeat the AI, and Smith even gets the girl.
I love it. That sounds
and that's
brilliant.
Essentially what sort of wraps the film up.
Well, what I'm showing you, again, regulars to my previous show, 80s Electro Breakdance Party, will be aware of this. So regulars, forgive me for going over stuff that you already know. What I'm showing you while Mark was going over the basics of our screenplay there are some images from the artwork that's been put together for a new poster. Now, the logo for the movie, that is actually now the one that you're looking at here in this sort of this kind of, what would you call it, like a blueprint kind of first attempt at a poster. These are some of the inspirations for the imagery. Akira, Back to the Future, those sorts of things. The Thing. That's the sort of poster we're going for. This is what we're looking at right now. That FUAI logo has been superseded now by a new one. But because I couldn't contact the artist this weekend, I didn't think it was fair to show it. So I want to make sure I get his blessing. A good friend of mine called Stuart. And if he's happy, because it was his first version of the logo. That one previously was the one I came up with. And I was so happy with it, but I want to make sure that he knows that, you know, we're going with that logo, and then we'll reveal it next week, which should be good. But FUAI, FUAI, well, you can imagine what FU stands for, but AI stands for Artificial Intelligence, doesn't it, Mark?
Yeah. And so it comes from like scenes of people demonstrating about the AI going wrong, and it's like they're holding those signs up, isn't it? That's where it kind of...
Yeah, it's like, it's set, it kind of, as would be the case if an AI rolled out and it all went wrong. We're not talking about Terminator robots here.
No.
We're not talking about a kind of worldwide apocalypse, but it's got the feeling of a zombie movie in the way that society breaks down. Everyone's kind of thrust back into the dark ages. There's no electricity, planes falling out the sky, the banks, there's a run on the banks, the stock markets crash, no food anywhere, people are breaking into supermarkets, nicking stuff, there's looting, there's gangs on the street. FUAI becomes the kind of catchphrase, doesn't it, for those rioters?
Yeah.
And that's
Well, we were saying about The Purge as the idea, another like film.
Yeah, it's very purgy. Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah.
Very purgy. It gets very purgy at night time. I tell you what I did do. I'm just going to turn these off. By the way, I'm not 100% sure how people across platforms, because this is an experimental multi-stream that we're doing, chat. I will read your chat in a minute, because Mark, I'm being a bit rude. I'm not reading chat. This is a multi-stream, so some platforms like Instagram, although for whatever reason Instagram's not working tonight, it did work when we tested it this week, didn't it, guys?
Yeah, it did.
But basically, I'm putting images, as much content as I can, in the centre of the screen, which makes me think, actually, Mark, you should be at the centre of the screen, actually. But anyway, let's not worry about that, because Insta's not working. So let me know if you can see it, actually, if you can see Mark and everyone. Gareth Ross, good to see you. Grimm's LNER, or LNR. You're either a trained man or woman, or I just made a real error. Sounds great, says Grimm's. Anyway, recently at Christmas, I took a visit to Skegness. Now, the movie started, didn't it, Mark, in Blackpool. We first wrote it based around the Retro Gaming Conference in Blackpool. And what is it about Blackpool, would you say, Mark, that initially attracted us, even though we've now substituted that with Skegness?
Yeah, well, it was that sort of the grimy. It's like that kind of faded seaside town with like those kind of amusements and entertainment, but just slightly grimy. I'm trying to find the right word. You say, but because like
earthy and real, and so we've substituted it for Skegness, and the reason we've done that is that Skeggy's in Lincolnshire. We have access to Skegness and Lincolnshire for various reasons. The first movie that we wrote together, which was about two down and outs, was from two guys down on their luck, right, from Lincoln. Yeah. So we're now setting the second film in Lincoln because it makes more sense. Lincoln and Skegness. So anyway, to the point, let me show you some of the images for Skeggy. Again, forgive me for putting them over my centre of the frame, but these are some images that I took, some test images. I actually did these on New Year's Day, interestingly enough. That's the Working Man's Club, the Conservative club that one of our main characters, Smith's dad, goes to. This is like an expo centre. It's actually a church. Yeah. It's a church expo centre. That's a very famous Skegness venue, the Jolly Fisherman. This is that very earthy, real environment that Mark was desperately trying not to offend anyone in describing. Yeah. That is one of the amusement arcades that I loved. I mean, look at that. It's so grimy and you know, full of character, isn't it? Where are we? Blackpool, Norbeck. Yeah, that's where it was set, DOS Gamer Man. So if you're unfamiliar with me, my name's Jason Bradbury. I used to do a show here on Twitch and with an amazing lady called Trista Bites. And now that show is on the shelf for a while. And we're doing a new show called Way of the Exploding Show, which we're going to evolve. And if I'd waited to do stings, which I'm going to do, and all kinds of different ritualistic elements, we'd have been here all day. Like we wouldn't have been live this weekend. So forgive me, there's not a lot of stuff prepared. There is some stuff prepared, but things like stings and title sequences, we'll get there, won't we, Mark? We'll get there. But Mark is here as my co-pilot so that we can share the experience of 80s, 90s pop culture love with you lot. We're going to do a quiz. It's not going to be quite as organised as the previous quiz because we can't use QuizKit, which is a thing, if you're not watching on Twitch, that Twitch has, which is really, really cool. It's quite interactive. We're just going to do questions on screen, and we're going to wait to see how that evolves. All right? We're going to see how that evolves. We've got a new playlist of cool 80s and 90s electronica, and that's basically it. So we're going to start with the news. So this has got to be the piece of news, the piece of tech news that absolutely everyone is talking about. Finally, the Apple Vision Pro has been released. Have you seen it? Let me know in chat what you're thinking about it. For $3,500 for the base model with 256 gig of RAM, memory, 256 gig of solid state memory. I think 3.5 grand is a lot of money. It's an enormous amount of money to pay for what is essentially a high definition version of a MetaQuest 3. What do you think, chap? Yeah, I'm not sure if you can play Cyberpunk and Alien Isolation on it, Daz, because the issue with the Vision Pro is you've got no controllers. It's all using hand tracking. And I don't know about you, but I've used a lot of hand tracking. I was using hand tracking today on my MetaQuest 2. And it's not that good. I don't like it. I prefer to have a controller in my hand. But it might be that, I don't know what you think, Mark. That might just be a thing that I do because I'm a gamer. And I want a gamepad.
I mean, I tried the MetaQuest 3 because my brother got one, and over Christmas, meeting up with the family, played it, and it was amazing. But as you say, it's like the amount of money that, like, the top end MetaQuest 3 compared to the new Apple headset. It's just like
top end MetaQuest 3 is what is it? $599, I think.
Something like that, $599.
The top end Vision Pro with 1 terabyte, to be fair, of solid state storage is just about 4,000 quid.
That's a huge difference. Yeah.
Money, isn't it?
Yeah, and I mean, I didn't try it with just like the hand gestures. I was using the 2 remotes and everything, and yeah, it was like just. I can imagine it being Apple. It's going to be an amazing experience to use it, but yeah, I won't be racing out to buy one straight away. I've been looking at the MetaQuest 3, but yeah.
No, I mean,
even was it 3.5 the basic price?
Basic price for the Vision Pro is 3.5. But you know, my issue is really it's a rat. So here we've got Quest 3, 256 gigs is $599. So if we compare the same memory size to Vision Pro, that's 3.5 grand. So it's effectively 3,000 quid more, and you have to put a battery on your hip. I think that's a bit of a problem. You have to put a battery on your hip, which feels to me like a kind of Game Gear thing. Like, you remember the Game Gear versus the Game Boy, and the fact the Game Gear used to run out of battery so quickly that you basically got a kind of add-on battery pack that you had with it, whereas the Game Boy you could literally put in the back of your jeans pocket. So I'm not convinced by that, and normally I am. You know, I'm normally really enthusiastic about these things. So basically, what it is effectively. This is the other issue, is I don't think we're going to be able to play Alien Isolation, for example, as chat was saying, because it's not really a games machine. It's actually for viewing movies and streaming content, which, by the way, is not a trivial matter. I've been using my Quest 2 recently for watching films. I've got an app, I forget what the app is called, but I can watch movies on it, and I can sit in a mixed reality environment, so I can still see my lounge, albeit in black and white on the Quest 2, or I can sit in a lovely cinema, and I really like that. I think it's an amazing experience. So as a viewing device, it could be game changing, and of course it's got a higher resolution than the Quest 3. But it's not, it's not quite as game changing as I think Apple might maybe think it is. And unless, when is it, February the 5th or something, February the 2nd does it come out? Unless when it comes out, it is absolutely amazing. And there's some apps that they haven't told us about, and there's some really clever games where you're kind of grabbing a ball and chucking it, and it's really interesting and graphically complex. I don't know, I've no idea. And I mean, the weight as well is a problem because they've used aluminium, they've used metal, chrome actually, and they've used glass for that fantastic display that mirrors your eyes, so it shows your face. But and does it go clear as well, doesn't it? If someone chats to you, it pauses and goes clear so you can see them properly and then goes back into it, or am I just no the pass through is really good. I don't know whether it does it when someone starts talking to you, but it sounds cool. Right, I'm just going to read chat, Mark. Again, we're going to put Mark in touch with chat at some point so we can actually talk through it, because it's a bit difficult for Mark because he's not got access to chat. But normally Big Screen, Steve-O, it's Big Screen that I use. Really good app. When the fastest micro SD card speed, this is Gareth Ross, hello there, is 512 gigs, it costs 40 quid. It's a very poor offering when the 512 gigabyte version of the Vision Pro is something north of 3.5 grand. I wonder how well the measurement system works across all customers. 5 photos when opticians take proper measurements. Gareth is talking about the way that when you buy it online, you use the current generation iPhone to use the LiDAR, I'm guessing, to scan your face, to do a three-dimensional scan of your face so that the fit is perfect. And you also can give it your prescription so that you can get prescription lenses in it. It's a kind of bespoke service. Cheeky Chrissy, hello there, good to see you. Have Apple shot themselves in the foot charging celebrity prices for their headset? Yeah, that's a good one actually, celebrity prices. Yeah, I mean, I wonder if what they're doing is a bit like a lot of manufacturers sometimes do, which is they start with the high-end version and they test the market and they produce, like, you know, 500,000 or 1 million units, which for someone like Apple isn't very much, and then they refine the experience and they bring out Vision Pro S or X or whatever, which is half the price, and by the time you've got there, because of the exponential nature of chipset design, is just as good an experience, but it's half the weight, half the cost. Jobs are good. Grimm's LNR, first adopters will be disappointed. It's just Apple's HoloLens, which was also disappointing. HoloLens was disappointing, although at its time though, revolutionary, wasn't it? The augmented mixed reality experience of HoloLens was amazing. James Cooper, good to see you, man. Thanks for coming, everyone, and supporting this first outing of Way of the Exploding show. I am very aware that the energy that is going to come from the stings and the ritualized elements isn't here just yet, so it will be. Jem Cooper, where am I? Folks said the same about the iPhone and the iPad, but I think this one's a bit of an ask to get on board at £600, 6,000. I don't think it's 6,000. I think it's less than that, isn't it? It's $3,500, which with VAT will probably equate to £3,500. But correct me if I'm wrong. Apparently it's not pass-through. It's a digital image representation of that part of your face. Yeah, correct, York TerraVision. He's referring to that thing you're on about, Mark, where you can see the person's face. It's not their actual face.
Right.
I'd love to give one a go, says Jem Cooper. Yeah, you'll be able to. Bit of a downer that you can't play it in the UK, isn't it? And order it in the UK yet. Mark, I don't know what you think about that. I was a bit disappointed. I haven't got £3,500 to waste on it, but I would have.
Yeah.
I'd like to have gone and tried one in an Apple store.
Yeah, when it first came out, I was really excited because I loved the idea of this technology. And as I said, when I tried the Meta Quest 3, I loved it. And you saying about the movie thing, being able to sit there and it feels like you're actually in screen one of like Cineworld or View Cinema, watching that movie on the screen.
Which of course is
I love all that.
Yeah, it's something that we're very familiar with in VR because of big screen, which one of our chat members just referenced, Steve-O, and the YouTube app, which you can get on the Quest 2. There's another thing, you know, that at the moment there's no YouTube app for Apple Vision Pro. Did you know that? And there's no promise of a Netflix app either. And I don't know what's going on there. There's a bit of shenanigans going on.
Yeah.
But anyway, enough said. So there you go. That's one of the news items. More news items coming your way. I've kind of got more news items than I probably know what to do with. Bear with me. I've got this screen's a little bit. There we go. It was in the wrong position. Good stuff. Right. Again, I'll just say if you're new to the show, welcome to Way of the Exploding Show. We're just trying to get things working. I'm going to have to apologise to my Instagram massive because I never managed to go live on that platform. But we are live on YouTube, X, Facebook and Twitch, I think. Although I'm not seeing any Facebook peeps. Oh, no, I've got a few Facebook people coming in. There we go. Okay, so more news. Let's have a look. Yes, interesting. News from Quarter Arcades, otherwise known as Numbskull. They have recently released images of some brand new add-ons that are coming for their Quarter Arcade machines, Mark. I know that you're a fan. Do you have one of these things?
No. I've seen it around your place. Like these ones. So they're actually making it so you can get other bits and pieces to make a miniature arcade. Is that?
Yeah. So
am I getting that right?
Yeah. So they've got a carpet. They've got a Pepsi machine, which they have, honestly. In fact, if I put this
they've got a carpet, nothing else. Got a carpet, no hair, is it, shag pile.
They've got the shag pile sorted. Let me just bring that into shot there. I've got to get that. And they're releasing a stool and a bin. as add-ons so that you can start to make your own quarter-scale miniature arcade. So to many people in chat, this is normal, Mark.
Yeah.
You're rolling around laughing.
Right, okay.
These guys and
I
girls
know,
are like,
but I
"Oh,
just like-
I'll put my order in for that."
I know. Maybe I just, but I do generally like that kind. But I just, it is incredibly niche, isn't it? I mean, how expensive is it? It's like one of those things. Is it ultra expensive because it's quite an small community that would buy that thing, or am I just being completely ignorant to all this?
No, I know that this is a bit of a journey of a baptism of fire to you. You're finding out these amazing things that you never knew were important. I don't know. Is it expensive? I don't know. Chat. How much are they? How much can you buy the Pepsi machine for? Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Let's have a quick look.
And do they hold those like almost like, you know, the small cans of Pepsi or Coke you get on a flight? You know, they do their small ones. Would it take? Is it a real working fridge? That's what I'm saying.
No, I don't think it is. I think it's actually a charger.
Oh, right.
For the.
Well, that's a shame. It'd be nice if they could fit those little miniature Coke cans in it as well, charge it, and you can have a Coke whilst you're waiting for
Right.
your
Official
arcade
quarter,
machine to charge.
you got the official Quarter Arcade 7-Up USB hub, or
Right.
Arcade Pepsi USB hub. It's a miniature USB. Well, no, it's a relatively quite sizable USB charging hub. I think what you can do is you can plug that into the mains. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. And then you can add all of your different machines that you've got. I've got this one. I've also got the Pac-Man, although I think I actually gave that to someone. I've got another one. I can't remember what I've got. I've got another one. And rather than having loads and loads and loads of plugs, you can plug in the Pepsi machine, and then you can whack them all via little USB cables into the back of the Pepsi machine. But I was more interested in the bin and the and
the carpet.
The bin is brand new, and I'm not even joking. It was just previewed at a big show at the XL Centre in London, which I think is all about. Well, it's not about video games.
Is the bin a charger as well, or is it just a bin?
Why are you
This is
obsessed with chargers?
I'm just wondering because
The bin's
like
not a charger, it's
the
a bin.
fridge is not a fridge, but it's a charger. But
a
the
miniature
bin,
bin.
It's like
Just get over it. It's a normal. It's a
not-
miniature bin.
the
What's
thing
wrong?
is,
Just
the
because you're like
thing-
6 foot, don't mean all of us have to be like giants, does it? That bin is normal size to me.
6'2", I think you'll find 6'2".
Are you 6'2"?
Yeah.
That's what it is then, isn't it? To me, I'm like, oh great, they've made a bin that's not giant. So the bin, anyway, in all seriousness, the bin is. Let me just find it out. Yeah, the bin is the new thing. Announced this. I was trying to say there's a big show, but it's like an industry insider industry show for things like gambling and kind of different types of games. So it's not like going to Insomnia at the NEC or something, or the sort of shows that we go to look at the retro games. It's a professional show in London, not for the public. And Quarter Arcades were there, and they showed their new bin. It's a bin, man. A bin, man, says Supersonic Jim. It would work for my height. I'm only 5'1". You see? Cheeky Chrissy. Meet Mark. He's 6'2". They're full of it, aren't they? These gigantic people. I remember ages ago, someone gave Jason a Sega Mega CD. Des, was that you? Was that you like reminding me? Because I can't remember. But yeah, a man in a car park in Lincolnshire gave me a Mega CD. Yeah, it's just down there actually. What else? Bin with added communal ashtray. I think you'll find classic design. Don't forget to put the bins out. If you can use the stool as a wrist rest, that would be cool. Hey Mark, says Cheeky Chrissy. Oh, you've made a friend now.
Hi, Cheeky Chrissy.
You made a miniature friend. Just joking, Chrissy. Right. So basically, that's that. And then anything else? Any more news items that I'm aware of? No. That's it. Okay. So marvelous. That is the first attempt at news in the new format. Not that dissimilar from the old show in that respect. But, if something ain't broken. Ray Deliriter says, speaking of AI, Ray's good news. The first story I ever sold, because Ray's a professional writer, Mark.
Right.
It's finally been published for 6 years. It's been 6 years in development hell. Check that out. I feature among famous names like William F. Nolan, who wrote Logan's Run.
Right,
Richard
okay.
Matheson, not Richard, not that bloke off this morning.
I Am
Richard
Legend
Madeley.
and all that. Am I right, Richard? I Am Legend?
Correct.
You wrote that, yeah.
Bruce Holland Rogers, Magic the Gathering. I've tossed links into the Discord if people want to buy the anthology. The anthology is called Automobilia. I'm definitely buying it. We should all buy it. Ray Daly Writer's incredible anthology called Automobilia, in which he stands alongside giants, the giants of the writing industry. That's amazing, Ray Daly Writer. I'm so impressed. It's in the Discord. We've got a Discord. I should start a Discord for this show, shouldn't I? Or maybe share the same one, or maybe just change the name of it if you can do that. I don't know. Brilliant stuff. Right, okay, where are we? All right, so where are we time-wise? It's about 9:30, so I think we should probably get onto some quizzing. Shall we do that? It's probably not going to be as slick as the kind of quizzing that you're used to, team, because I don't have access to some, on-screen magic like QuizKit on Twitch. So we're just going to do it in a very normal way. We're just going to put up some questions on screen, and we're going to let you answer, because let's face it, as long as you don't write something, I know 100% because of this reason that the answer is X, because then that will mean that everyone knows that the answer is X, right? Just put your answer into chat, right? And then at the end of it, we'll go back over them. I'll announce what the answer is, and you can give yourself a biscuit if you want. All right? Sounds good. Marvellous. So where are we? In fact, what we'll do is maybe we'll change. We'll just go to we'll go to an old familiar tune. No. There we go. Bear with me. There we are. Sorry, I've got so many controls here, it's very difficult. There we go. We're going to do a familiar playlist of 80s sound-alikes. And we'll go to question number 1 in tonight's Rad Quiz. It's not Rad Quiz, I'm so used to saying that. In tonight's Wave the Exploding Quiz.
Wave the Exploding Quiz, there we go, yeah.
Now, Mark, I'm very aware that you're not able to help out with the questions this week because we haven't figured out a way of doing it, so...
I'll just sit here and look gorgeous.
Okay, that sounds good. Right, yeah.
Sorry, that sounds awful.
There's the first question. First of all, can everyone see it? Because I've purposely put it in the centre of the screen. I knew that our Instagrammers would have a vertical feed, which by default is the centre of the screen. I'm aware that now that's not such an issue. Can you see that? Okay. Rather than writing 1, why don't you write the name of the actual answer? I know that's difficult, I'm not being rude, but then when we go back, maybe you could write 1. Yeah, there you go. So the question is, what is the subject matter of the UK #1 hit in 1985? 19. That's the question.
Oh, Paul Hardcastle. Yeah?
Yeah, but you realise if you say
19.
that... You realise that you saying that completely ruins the question. All the hard work, creating the graphics, all the build-up. You realise what you just did there?
I got excited. I didn't say what the subject matter was.
Doesn't matter. If in doubt, don't say anything. We know this because we used to do this. Don't say anything about the question. All right. So the question is, what is the subject matter of the UK's #1 1985 hit? 19. Is it A, the Vietnam War? Is it 2, being 19? Is it about being 19? Is it 3? This is all pointless now, Mark, because of what you said.
Yeah.
The Catch It in the Rye, or is it 4, 19 Ways to Love You? Oh, right. Okay. We're going to take that off now, and we're going to move on to question number 2. Okay. There is an image. You'll recognise the format from a previous well-known quiz. You've got to name this pixelated VHS cover. With all the things we had to do to get the software working, folks, and get all these multi-streams happening, I've not been able to be as original as I wanted with the quiz. Okay, it'll all come together slowly but surely.
The good thing on this question, I can't see the picture, so there's no way I
Good.
can ruin this one.
Good. No, that's fine. Don't feel bad about it. It's fine. Name this.
Don't worry, Jess, I don't.
Name this pixelated VHS cover. Is it Jaws? Is it a pixelated version of Jaws 3D, which is what they called the third one? Is it from First Blood, or is it The Goonies? A mix of answers in chat, which is what I like to see. Ponder, there's no point passing. Ponder is, listen, Mark, Ponder's passed. He says, I'm passing. And the reason that Ponder has passed is because when we used to do the quiz in the previous show, if you didn't answer, you were penalised. Sorry. If you answered slowly, you were penalised. Right? So there was a kind of tactical reason. And also, if you got it wrong, should I say, you were penalised. There you go. So there was a tactical reason for passing on the question. You wouldn't get any points, but you wouldn't get any negative points either. Do you get what I mean? If you pass.
I get you.
Ponder, there's no negative, there's no reason to pass. Just make a choice. Is it from Jaws? Because you've got a 1 in 4 chance to get it right. Jaws 3D, First Blood, or The Goonies? Yeah, there is no Marsh history tonight. Mark's thinking, what is chat on about? We used to have a harsh mistress, didn't we, guys? And we don't have that anymore. Right.
Was Trista really harsh with you? Was he like...
Look, I'm not saying anything. Right, so... hang on, there we go. Yeah, let me just get this right. Right. There is a picture of Wesley Snipes. Sorry, Mark. We'll furnish you with the questions next time so you can read them. Name the music video that starred Wesley Snipes.
Oh, those... Ooh.
Behave. I know you'll know that. Is it Beat It? Is it Bad? Is it Eat It? Or is it Ain't Nobody? One of those music videos featured Wesley Snipes. Ray, we're not doing answers yet, brother. I said at the beginning, I remember actually saying it. Not that I would ever pretend to be proficient, because clearly I'm not. But I did say, we're going to go through all the questions, then we're going to go back over them and see what the answers are. Extreme Skins on X. And you've got a trademark after your logo. That's mad. I didn't know you could do that on X. Are you a person or a product that's become self-aware? Are you an AI? Are you a prescient AI? I'm really interested. Extreme Skins. I know Extreme Skins. I'm going to look you up on the internet. At this point, I would normally ask Mark to reread the question, but I can't. Oh, right.
Wasn't there...
Extreme Skins. Look, you can skin up your not skin up as in smoke it, but you can skin up your phone. That's cool. Well done. Nice to have you in chat, Extreme Skins. What have we got in there? Steve-O going for Ain't Nobody. Ray Derriott going for Bad. Okay, we're going to take that off screen now. Question number 4. Interesting question. Easy for some in chat. I won't know who, but I won't say who, but not so easy for the rest of you. Which game is this watch celebrating? So this is an actual watch that you can buy. Is it celebrating Tomb Raider, Metal Gear Solid, GoldenEye, or Perfect Dark? Which of those?
Oh.
Hello, it's DNC. Yo, great to see you in the house. Answers in chat. We don't use numbers. John UK, Talk Show Unmuted. I would politely request that you put the name of the answer in there, just because it just helps me go back. Oh, we've got a Res Hex raid coming in. That's great. So my son is coming over from Twitch. He's just been attempting to win some money, I think, in a cash cup. I might be wrong.
Oh, that's cool. Well, hello, Jax.
I don't think he's going to bother coming in, but his raid is coming in. Good to see if you're coming in from Res Hex's raid. Lovely to see all of you. Hello to everyone on X. Hello if you're on YouTube, Facebook, and where else? Twitch. There you go. They're the 4 platforms that we're on. I'm all right, dude. It's a DNC. Good to see you. That's question number 4. Which game is this representing or celebrating? Tomb Raider, Metal Gear Solid, GoldenEye, or Perfect Dark? And finally, no image for this, just a question. Which of the following 80s, 90s movies, this is really hard, do not feature a dancing scene? One of these movies doesn't have any dancing in it. As in a dancing scene, as in a kind of memorable scene of like a dance-off or a dance club or something. Is it The Breakfast Club? It doesn't have a dance scene in it. Back to the Future 3, no dance-off there. Is it a House Party? Or Terminator 2 Judgment Day? Terminator 2 Judgment Day. What do you think? Mark's enjoying this with his Attack of the 50-Foot Woman poster behind him. Signalling his cinematic credentials. Terminator 2, says Sonic Jim. Back to the Future 3, says Ponder. I'm at a loss here. Metal Gear Solid. That was the previous question, David. Perfect Dark, says Steve-O to the previous question. Perfect Dark and oh my god, my brain's gone. GoldenEye, obviously very, very similar visually. David Bruce 93 Mallet. Oh, on X. That's good. I'm glad you put Bruce 93 into your thing. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known it was you. It's just paid you a compliment now. He says he likes your old school poster.
Oh, well, thank you very kindly. I've got, I was telling you the other day, I've got one for the, Forbidden Planet with Robbie the robot holding a damsel in distress. I've got to get that framed.
We might get you to
so
change
maybe I'll
them.
swap it.
Yeah, we might get you to change. You'll be constantly changing them out.
Yeah.
Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. Is that only slightly taller than Mark, says Supersonic Jim?
Yeah, she's a bit taller than me.
Okay, so there we go. That is the end of our 5-question quiz. We could possibly extend it to more questions in future. 8 or 10 maybe. Difficult to know because I want to see what you think of the questions, whether you could read them all, whether people on various platforms could see them, how I work the images, that sort of thing. Hey Jay, says Professor Giles. Are you monitoring the chats on all platforms? I am indeed. Hi Liam Anderson. That was on Facebook. Yeah, I am. I'm using a special piece of software called Streamlabs Ultra, which enables me to... Sorry, I've got something on my phone there. It enables me to stream on multiple platforms at the same time and to monitor, to aggregate the chat from all 4. Sorry, I was distracted by the phone there. I can monitor all the chat on all 4, 5, 6 platforms, whatever I'm plugged into, in one area. It's a shame because I could also do Instagram, but I'm pretty sure the Instagram is not working. Yeah, it hasn't worked. Okay, so we'll go back and we'll have a look at the answers. I'll come to you each time, Mark, and see if you know. So don't be embarrassed. Mark doesn't know.
I don't know the answers. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is all new to me as well.
Well, you know the answer to this one, Mark. What is the subject matter of the UK number 1 1985 hit 19? Is it Vietnam War? Is it about being 19? Is it based on the Catcher in the Rye? Or maybe there's 19 ways to love you? Marky boy, what's the correct answer?
Yeah, this will be embarrassing if I do get it wrong. It's the Vietnam War, isn't it?
That is correct, Mark. You got it right.
Yay!
And to those of you in chat that also got it right, a big round of applause. Here we go.
Thank you.
1 and 2.
So much. Thank you.
Well done. Yay, says Chris Chiquisi. Derek JC777. Ray did it right at 1 point. Well done. What we should have is a symbol, an emote that you put in chat if you got it right. I don't know what that might be. Let's make it nice and easy. Put a thumbs up if you got it right, so we can see everyone and see who in chat got it right. That is pretty universal across all of the streaming platforms, I think. Oh, it's Professor Giles. Are you quoting Terminator 2 now? Is that what you're doing? A thumbs up, says Ray Daily Writer. Oh, what? Can you not do normal emotes in Twitch then? Am I being thick? York Terrorvision said, have you seen the official AI test that is attempting to create an AI video of Will Smith eating spaghetti? It's like a Turing test. Really? I don't know what you're talking about. Do they like post it on social media, and if you think it's really Will Smith, then it's passed the Turing test? Is that the idea? Can't do thumbs in chat. Well, that was a bad idea of mine, wasn't it? So we'll go with a yay. Then we'll put yay. Y-A-Y exclamation mark. Okay, so we're going to move on to question number 2. Mark, you're going to be on the spot now.
Okay.
That was the image.
Right, I can't see the image, so
right.
I have no idea.
Oh, you can't see images.
I can't see images at the moment. Yeah.
Well, we'll work that out. We'll work it out. We'll get it all.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, guys, Mark, this is the first time Mark has ever done streaming. And he doesn't have a big computer setup. He doesn't have all the gear that most of us have in this game.
Yeah.
He's actually coming to you live on an iPad, and so it's difficult for him to have access to the imagery.
I mean, I've got my little lapel mic and headphones, so to make it sound a bit better. But yeah,
So I'll have to sort you out with the stream.
Jason's got all the gear.
You'll have to have you'll have to have the stream next time on your phone, or something like that. The answer to this question is, of course, First Blood, ladies and gentlemen. It's First Blood. That's the correct answer.
Oh, the first ever Rambo film.
First Blood, baby. Let's have a look. I think First Blood. I thought First Blood. Hey guys, yay, says Boothie. 1882 on Twitch. Professor Giles gives it a tick. No, says Talkshow Muted. What did you say it was, Talkshow Muted? I'm interested to know which one you thought it was. Anyway, there you go. Hello from Ollerton. Hello, Clive on X. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Right, we'll get rid of... was that question number 2? I can't remember. Question number 2, right. Question number 3, that's the Wesley Snipes question. Name the music video that starred Wesley Snipes. Don't say anything, Mark. I think you might get this. Was it Beat It? Was it Bad? Was it Eat It? You like it? I bet you like Eat It, don't you?
A bit of Weird Al.
Yeah, Weird Al. I bet you're Weird Al. You're a bit like a Weird Al, aren't you? That's sort of what you're like. Like a Weird Mark. Weird Mark, yank my bits, I'd call you.
Yeah.
Or is it Ain't
Weird
Nobody? What's the answer, Mark, do you think?
I think it's bad. Is it bad?
I think it might be, ladies and gentlemen. I think you might have got that one
bad.
right. If it's bad, who's bad, says Kev Barnes. You're bad if you got it right, bro. Bad, not bad meaning good, but bad meaning... No, not bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good. That's a lyric from an 80s rap, in case you wonder what I was trying to get at. Yay, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Open up your mouth and feed it, says Supersonic Jim in chat. Yay, says Talkshow Muted. Well done. Question number 3. Give yourselves a huge round of applause if you got that right.
Hey, I'll take another round of applause. Thank you so much.
Now, The Watch. Which game is it from? The Watch, which you can't see, Mark, and so don't join on this one. Don't worry. Is it from Tomb Raider? When I say The Watch, it's not from the game. It's styled after the game.
Right. Okay.
Tomb Raider, Metal Gear Solid, GoldenEye, or Perfect Dark? Or Perfect Dark? What do you think? Which one was it? Chat. What do you think? Well, the answer was, of course, it's GoldenEye. It's based on GoldenEye.
Oh, right, okay.
The Watch is based on GoldenEye, although Perfect Dark would be a very similar aesthetic. I don't know who made The Watch, but you can actually buy it. Look at it Golden Eye game watch. Yeah, on Etsy. Yeah, it just says it's based on the Nintendo 64 game. It doesn't say who made it. Weird. I don't think you can buy it very easily. Oh, that's an interesting one.
So it's the original one because they re-skinned the game with Daniel Craig, didn't they?
What, GoldenEye?
Yeah, they redid it, and Daniel Craig instead of Pierce Brosnan in.
Oh wow!
In the game.
Like a kind of fan, like a fan job did it, or was it an official?
No, they actually officially released because I remember having it and playing it. Yeah.
What, with Daniel Craig version?
Yeah, so they just redone it all, so they were like the films changed so as if they were in like the Daniel Craig era of Bond, but it was the actual GoldenEye game.
It was on the PS3 and Xbox 360. Yeah, that's what Supersonic Jim.
Yeah, I had it on the PS3. Had it on the PS3. Many an hour spent playing that game.
All right, cool, brilliant stuff. Nice. Question number 5, final question. Which of the following 80s and 90s movies do not feature a dancing scene? What do we think?
So what for the movies? Can we try and break them down? Go for each movie.
The Breakfast Club?
Oh, I can't remember. It's been a while since I've seen The Breakfast Club, but I seem to think there might have been some scene. I don't think it was Back to the Future. You said part 2 because they have the scenes where he goes back to the.
I didn't say part 2. I said part 3.
Part 3. Oh right.
House party.
Yeah, there was like the bar. There was the barn dance scene.
House party. I mean, yeah.
House party, break dancing. Yeah.
Now listen, Terminator. Yeah. There's like a nightclub scene, isn't there? I'm sure there's a nightclub scene in Terminator. But Terminator 2, is there a
Terminator 2.
But Terminator 2, there is no dance scene, and that is the correct answer. So if you got that right, well done.
Yeah. I would have said Terminator 2 because I was thinking there is a scene when he goes into that bar at the beginning, but no one's dancing. It's like a kind of biker bar. Terminator 2.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't think anyone's dancing in this. That's what threw me at first. I'm thinking there is that scene with someone dancing in that, or
no, it's Terminator 1, and it's Tech Noir. That's what I was trying to get to. The nightclub is called Tech Noir, isn't it? And Supersonic Jim just pointed it out. So well done. Huge congratulations to all of you if you got that right. Not an easy one, mate. Not an easy one. 5 questions. Hopefully we might try and boost from 5 to 10 questions next week. We'll see how that goes. Marvellous stuff. So chat, how did you do? Ray Daily Writer says that he got 4 out of 5, which is pretty damn good because some of them, especially that last question, are incredibly difficult. 4 out of 5. No, Ponder, QuizKit doesn't work because we're multi-streaming. I didn't know the watch, it says Ray Day Writer. So 4 out of 5. 5, says Kev Barnes. Well done, sir. Professor Giles got 4 out of 5. Full house for Magic Knight 75. Good to see Magic Knight. 3 out of 5, York Terror Vision. Nothing wrong with that, mate. Is it Ian Petit? 3 out of 5 on X. Good to see you, Ian. Let me know how you felt it worked in terms of the questions coming up on screen. It's a bit labour intensive, to be honest with you, as a means of putting questions together, but they look good and they're clear, which is really important. And I can also graphically enhance it, can't I? I can make it look pretty as the weeks move on, make it look a little bit prettier. And we can furnish you, Mark, with some of the answers, which I think would be a really, really good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, well done. So we're 4 minutes away now from the end of the show. It's been fun. It's been an interesting experience.
It's zipped along.
It's zipped along, but some technical issues here and there, namely not getting Instagram on board. We also want to try and get TikTok on board because the concept is to attempt to try and broaden the audience as much as possible, bring as many people into the family as we can. That's the concept for Way of the Exploding Show. And also to spend some time each week talking about the movie project, of which Mark is co-writer. So what are we doing now,
Yes.
Mark? We've done a shoot, haven't we? We did a shoot last weekend.
Yeah, we did. We're quite
FUAI.
excited getting the ball rolling. And
Maybe you'd like to explain what we were doing last weekend so the audience can get informed on that. I don't have any pictures to show
Right.
people, but we'll maybe show them some content in the next few weeks.
so last weekend we were filming our pitch video for Kickstarter, which was very exciting, in a really cool venue. This was it Ollie
Howe, it's a local artist.
Ollie Howe's art studio. He kindly let us use that, and it looks terrific. So we were just shooting stuff with Josh, our leading man.
Yeah.
He was there as well.
Josh had
And
an actor, a RADA actor that we've got. And we're putting together the video. So we found this amazing venue with loads of graffiti on it. We've got some really cool cameras. We've got a Red, which some of you who are a bit more technical might know is a really, really cool advanced sort of cinematic camera. Set up some great locations, and we interviewed all the key people. We've got more people to interview. Hopefully going to talk to Utah Saints this week. And the director, Lizzie, who's over from LA at the moment, which is very convenient. So I'm going to try and grab 10 minutes with her. And then when we got the Kickstarter together, the video together, we can start to build the page, build all of the perks that are going to be part of the Kickstarter offering, for which we're always interested in ideas from chat. So if you want to let us know, I'm not sure how to work the Discord that we've already got. I don't want to lose all the people on the Discord. I'm wondering if I can rename the Discord in line with Way of the Exploding Show. So we'll try and do that. And we'll try and move more positively towards a show with a much firmer identity, with stings and so on, our own rituals. But at the moment, we just wanted to get out there and keep doing it. Otherwise, I feared that some of you might drift away, and that you're used to tuning in at 9 p.m. and that would be a shame. So I'm happy that we've done it. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for coming to us on X, on YouTube, on Facebook and Twitch. God, they all sound so similar. It's a bit of a tongue twister. We'll try and get to Instagram events and TikTok on board soon. But with that, we're going to say good night, ladies and gentlemen. You've been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you to the amazing Mark Felgate.
I'd take us out with a conga solo, I think. No?
Maybe not. Maybe not this week.
Oh,
Maybe.
I was looking forward to some conga playing.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do some conga play then, bro.
There we go. Come on. People don't know what a great conga player you are.
No.
We've got to spread the word.
It's going to be so random, Mark. It's really, really random. I don't know why I'm doing
That's
it.
great.
Hang on.
Let's do it. Come on.
Do it. Okay, there we go. Oh!
Yeah.
Goodbye, everyone! Why have you made me do this, Mark? I feel really embarrassed. Okay. I feel a bit of a ritual coming up. See you next week. Probably while I'm drumming, I can't actually stop the recording, so I don't quite how I'm going to do that.
You're just going to keep going, and I can't do anything. We'll be here till 1 a.m.
Does this song ever end?
Fade out. It's 9:57. It's alright. You've got 3 minutes. Just keep going. Phil.
We'll see you next time, crazy mofo. Bye. Love you all. Wait, what's happening to my phone? Wait.
Oh, no.
Oh no. What's happened to my heart? Oh my God. Marty's jacket's gone AWOL. See you next week. I promise we'll try and sort some stuff out for next week. Have a great week. See you next time.